Yeah, great to see you, John. Always great to see you. So we've been talking about the fact that Kyle Busch, of course, is once again in the field. Does that give you extra incentive, added incentive to go out and beat him?
I mean, for sure. Anytime Kyle's in the field, he's definitely the favorite, like you guys said. So anytime you can beat him, it's a really good day. He's really hard to beat. He's one of the best for a reason, and being able to beat him in his own equipment is really fun as well.
Yeah, we've seen you do it. It's been very entertaining to watch. And you've won before at Martinsville. We've been talking on the show about the significance of this track to racers. What does it mean to drivers to win at Martinsville Speedway?
It means a lot. There's a lot of history here, going back with the trophy of the grandfather clock. It's an iconic race back when I'm pretty sure this place used to be dirt in a forest before they paved it and did everything else. So it's really cool to be able to come here and see all the history, and always a good turnout from fans in the stands. And it's just a place that I enjoy racing. It's a short track, like you guys said. We all grew up racing them, so it's cool to come back to our roots.
John Hunter, you know, as race car drivers, we're always trying to get better, right? It doesn't matter how good you are at a track. You want to figure out how you can be better at that track. Now, you're really good at Martinsville. You got to win there. You've always run well. I was curious, what do you think you can do as a driver to get yourself better at Martinsville, even though you're very good there?
That's a really good question. It comes down to figuring out what you need in your truck. Tire compounds continue to change. The motors have changed from open motor to now the spec Elmore motor that we run. Setups continue to change. We're on bump stops this year, so no practice guessing your gaps with different bump springs and everything else. There's a lot that continues to change. So as a driver, you just have to be able to adapt really fast and be able to move around, move your line around a little bit and figure out what you need. As well as being patient and knowing that you're going to get run into at some point. So how do you keep your temper from not getting the best of you and ruining your day? You have to be there at the end to have a shot to win this thing. And I think that's where a lot of the young guys coming in make a lot of mistakes.
Well, we know, John Hunter, that you've gained a lot of experience through your truck career and cup career. But the beginning of this season, I know, wasn't what you wanted it to be for the first 3 races. You turned it around the last couple of weeks, though. You've got 2 second-place finishes. I know you want to be in victory lane. Do you feel like that's just kind of turned the tide and you can forget about those 3 races, that you guys have momentum coming into a really good track for you?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think anytime that you can have momentum on your side, it's a better thing. I think if you look at our season starting the playoffs last year, we've had speed, but it's carried over into this year of not getting the finishes that we necessarily deserve. We've got in some trouble. We've run into some things, and as a driver and as a team, we still trust in each other that we can get the job done, and you got to trust in the process. We haven't changed the processes or anything that we've done from last year, from dominating the regular season to coming into this year. So just got to put those races behind us and move forward. Head down, elbows up, as I would say, and focus on the task at hand and try and do the best we can tonight. If we don't win, we want to have a solid day, and it could be worse. We could be slow. We could be not leading laps, not winning stages, and finishing really bad. But we know that the speed is there and that we have Toyota Tundra TRD pros that are capable of being up front and leading laps and winning races. So the other 2 KBM trucks have made it to victory lane so far this year, so we've got to get our number 4 team to victory lane here soon.
You mentioned moving forward. How do you balance that patience and aggression for this race? Because it's a short race at Martinsville.
It's hard. As you grow and you gain experience, you start to learn some things. I put myself in some bad spots here in the past and haven't ended up so great on my end. And I think racing against some of the older guys, Ron Hornaday, and some of those guys when I came in, they taught me a lot. Let's just say that.
Hard lessons.
It's so fun to watch you, though, John. Best of luck to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys for having me. Enjoy the show.
We appreciate it. We look forward to seeing John Hunter momentarily. Still